Hey guys, what's going on? Tim here. Today we're going to do something a little out of the ordinary, a little different from what we normally do. I'm going to be replacing the oxygen sensor in my van. It has multiple, however, according to the sheet I seen online, Bank 2 sensor 1 is the front driver's side. So I'm going to get down there and we're going to try and tackle this. So yeah, so again, it's a 2012 Ford E-350 5.4 flex fuel, and it's Bank 2 sensor 1, which, as I said, the diagram online that I found for Ford vehicles states that it is the front driver's side oxygen sensor. So without further ado, let's tear into this thing. First things first, we got to take the doghouse off of the van. I'm going to be doing most of the work from underneath, but I can't see where the wire is connected without taking the doghouse off. Get some light down in there. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so all I did here was I disconnected some clips right here. As you can see in the bottom, they just connect that little bracket down there. Just lift up. Same thing with the side one there. And the same thing on both sides over there, you can see. So unclip those and hopefully the doghouse will come right out. Alright, so there we go. This is the guy right here that we need to get to. Right down here you can see the O2 sensor. That's the one we're going to get to and pop off. Alright, let's get to it. By rights, there's going to be there's a little notch right here on this clip. Hoping you guys can see this. Let me bring the camera over. You see this little clip right here. You have to push that in to release the O2 sensor clip from this little unit here. So you got to push that little clip in right there, and that should just slide right out in a perfect world. Alright, let's see what we get here. Let's take this out first. This thing should just pop right out of there. There we go. Alright, now it's going to be easier to work with. Alright. Alright, popped right out. There she is. Nothing broke, nothing missing. Always a good thing. Now, gonna focus on that O2 sensor. See if we can't get that off of there. And there she is right there. Just trying to wonder if it's a better shot from below or above. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I ain't gonna make it seem like this was easy, because it was not. It was a pain in the dickens. I had to wind up going to the store, getting me a rental tool to get this guy out of here. And yeah, it is quite the pain. Still being a pain. But those sensors don't like to come out of there. While we're doing this, I had a, oh, there it goes. All right. You can see she was due. All right. Well, compared to the new one here, 1 second. All right. Here's the new one. It looks just like the other one, obviously, except not as burnt and corroded and whatnot. Now you will see on the new ones they have a little bit of never sees on the threads there. So make sure and inspect your oxygen sensor when you take it out of the box. Make sure it's got some never sees on there. That way it won't be as stubborn to get out like this guy was. Alright, so we're just going to do the opposite now. Just going to start threading that guy in there and put it back in, snug it up, and yeah, go from there. So see you in a minute. Now we're going to put the O2 sensor tool on here. Give this girl a few snuggins. Turn it down just a tiny bit there. Turn it around. Do it again. Alright, and now we're just going to grab the wire, going to connect this thing back up to where it was. You just want to make sure this little notch right here goes inside the little clip right there. Just going to push up and in, nice and carefully. You heard the clip. Now you just take this little pointy guy here, these little ridges on it, there's a little hole over here. Let me bring the camera over. Alright, so you're gonna take this little guy here, this little nipple, you're gonna stick it right in that hole there, just like so. Alright, everything's done, good as new. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna disconnect my battery to erase the system, the computer, the check engine light, because that's what had happened when I knew I needed an O2 sensor. I had a check engine light that popped on, went and had the code read, and it was that O2 sensor. So I'm gonna go in. I think it'll still work. I'm pretty sure it still does on these vehicles. I'm not positive. Worst case scenario, I'll have to go to a parts store or maybe my dealership and have them basically erase the system, the codes in the system, and that way everything will be free and clear and won't have to deal with it anymore. But I think I can still get away with just disconnecting the battery for a little while, popping it back on, That'll make the check engine light and the codes go away, I think. I'm not positive, don't quote me. So I'm going to try this. If it does in fact come back on, I will obviously update it and let it be known here in this video. So we're going to cross our fingers. I'm going to go and disconnect my battery, and we're going to get her fired up here in just a little bit. All right, moment of truth. Check engine light. Might be kind of noisy in here. I still got the doghouse off. Alright, looking good. Now we got to button all this stuff up, and we'll be good to go. That'll be a day.